Having the ability to read and write in our native language is something that most of us take for granted and do every day without giving it a second thought. But imagine moving to a different country, this country, not having the skills to communicate, find work, or do simple tasks. Since 1991, the Literacy Network of Southern Berkshire County has been helping adult learners transform their lives through the power of literacy, education, and advocacy. Producer Dave Fraser brings us their story.
Congratulations to you and your families.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
On a glorious late summer morning at the Norman Rockwell Museum in Stockbridge, 5 individuals, all from different countries, participated in a naturalization ceremony, reciting the oath of allegiance, signifying themselves as U.S. citizens.
I just feel that my dream is completely done in this point, that I want to become a citizen. So I feel really great to do that.
It was an emotional day. All the speech and everything, they made me feel like so emotional to want to cry, and
Victoria CV.
So why do this? Why go through all the effort, all the work?
For this moment, for this very moment. It's just, it's just how you go through. I want to live in America, and to live in America, it's the best way to stay here and be here is to be a citizen.
The new citizens were all students of the Literacy Network of Southern Berkshire County, and thanks to a grant from the Matthew and Hannah Keeter Family Scholarship for New Americans, they received free one-on-one tutoring to help prepare them for this moment.
They were my first tutors to learn English, and all these years I've been with them. They've been with me all the step of the way, yes.
I think it's such an important step in really feeling a part of the community. You can live here for many years, but until you have a piece of paper saying you are a U.S. citizen and you have all the rights of a citizen and can vote in elections and have a local say in politics, both nationally and locally, I think that's so important.
That I will support and defend.
We have people who literally come here within a week of coming to the United States who have no English whatsoever, and we have people who have who are professionals, who have masters and doctorates and are working in the United States but would like to refine their English.
Wei Wei Shi came to the United States in 2008 to make a better life for herself. She and her husband own Shiro Kitchen and Asian Market in Great Barrington. Without proper language skills, she says, it was difficult to communicate with her customers.
When I first here, I was nervous at that time because our education, when we learn, basic is writing. And every time we speak, kind of like a different action, people don't understand. And for a while, I was like quiet, close myself, like I don't want to speak to anybody. North to east.
Yes.
Wei Wei has been working with Josh Beardsley, a volunteer tutor at Literacy Network. Together, they are working towards Wei Wei's goal of passing the high school equivalency test.
Pass the math, writing, reading, and science. So this is the last subject, social study.
I'm basically a tutor and a support. Wei Wei does the vast bulk of the work. It's pretty structured, the GED. So we go through the books that are given us and the goals that are given us. And Wei Wei does the homework, and we come in once or twice a week, and we go over the homework and questions. And it's been good for me because I've been able to learn science and relearn some math, as well as how to write properly in English.
Literacy Network, or LitNet, has been around since 1991 and has worked with thousands of adult learners to help them achieve success in the community. What started as a fundamental reading skills program to adults with low literacy levels has blossomed into a critical language support for a growing immigrant population in southern Berkshire County.
When I came to this country, my level of English, it was, how can I say, maybe from 1 to 10, gonna be maybe 3, 4. And now it's, how can I say, 8, and I'm still working on it.
Sue Weintraub was a speech-language pathologist for many years before becoming a LitNet volunteer and board member.
It's really changed my life, seeing how much people have the initiative to leave their countries and come to America. It's really thrilling and very thought-provoking and everything else.
So let's start with It's a Dog's Life.
Yes.
For most of us, we learn to read and write at an early age, and we do it effortlessly without even thinking about it. But for Michelle Montana, it didn't happen that way, and that's what brought her to LitNet.
I never told anybody that I couldn't read or write. It was embarrassing. You know, I'm 68. You know, I should know how to do banking and, you know, do all these things that people my age do.
Michelle has been working with Andy Tranis, and in doing so has formed a friendship.
It's good for the soul.
Definitely.
I think that's the main reason. And also to make a new friend. And I would have to say, because I wanted to learn myself. I think I learn as much as Michelle does in our sessions.
They are so grateful because they begin to see a light at the end of a tunnel, I think. They begin to see how life will change for them, and I don't know how that cannot move you. It's stunning how it changes their life, this journey, and it's a blessing for me to be a part of that.
On Tuesday,